today I'm coming to you with my keto update. This is week 1 and it's been pretty interesting. So far, what has happened? I made notes, so let me go get my notes. So, with my notes, week 1, the first thing I want to talk about are my daily meals. For the first 2 days, I ate the same thing. On the first 2 days, I made a coconut curry chicken, coconut curry chicken breast with, I think, cabbage. I have it on my phone somewhere. But yeah, coconut chicken breast with cabbage, and in the cabbage I believe I put a few onions, not much, vinegar, olive oil, some butter, black pepper, and red pepper flakes. And I ate that for the first 2 days. Okay, so as far as my notes, on day 1, I had made a curried coconut chicken breast with cabbage. That was what I ate on the first day. Also, I tried to make me some bulletproof coffee / cocoa because I'm not really a coffee fan, and it tasted like shit. Everyone knows that follows me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. It was really, really bad. So I said, okay, well, this is the one thing that I want to try to master during this whole keto process because so many people drink it in the morning. It's their energy drink, blah, blah, blah. So I made that. I drank that. What I put inside of it was a tablespoon of butter, MCT oil. I had caramel macchiato sugar-free coffee creamer, half and half, and heavy whipping cream. And then I think 1 spoon of Swerve confection sugar because that's all I had left. Put that in it. It was horrible. And 16 ounces of water. So that was the issue for me. Watered down taste over everything. And the second day I ate pretty much the same thing. For the third day I made butter chicken baked chicken thighs with cheese broccoli, pepper jack cheese broccoli. And it was chicken breast, chicken thighs, cabbage, and broccoli. And my bulletproof coffee and bulletproof cocoa, which I did master toward the end of it. Now, as far as snacks, snacking was an issue because I'm a grazer. All day long before my keto diet started, and I'm also doing intermittent fasting, I would just eat all day, but not big amounts, but I would just graze, get this, get that, get this. And I stopped doing that during this process, of course, due to the intermittent fasting. But snacking, I was able to come across a few cool recipes, and I only stuck with 2. The first one is going to be sugar-free Jell-O. My sister recommended it because prior to doing this, when I tried keto before, I was eating regular Jell-O, and she was like, dude, that has sugar in it. I'm pretty sure it has carbs in it. So I went to sugar-free, and it's amazing. I have these little mason jars. I think they're 8 ounces. I probably fill them up maybe to 6 ounces, and I would just fill up 6. That would get me through the week if I wanted to snack on something sweet, or I just wanted something else to eat, but you don't want to have a lot of calories. It's 5 to 10 calories each, and because I would separate each packet into half, and I ate that for my snacks. Day 6 and 7, I stumbled across a YouTube video that spoke about heavy whipping cream with the Jell-O. So I've now mixed that because on day 6 and 7, that's where I struggled to get the rest of my calories in and the rest of my fat in, because honestly, I wasn't really hungry. So I wound up making it on day 6. I mixed the heavy whipping cream with the sugar-free Jell-O, and not only will that help you with your fat intake if you're like just lacking for your fat for the day, depending on how the ratios that you do. I did, I think, 3 ounces of heavy whipping cream, 3 ounces of the Jell-O water mixture. And the only thing, I have to figure out how not to get it to separate because it's separated, but still the heavy whipping cream portion turned into the same flavor Jell-O as the Jell-O below. So it was like really cool. It was like a mousse parfait kind of situation. So that was super duper cool. This week has taught me a lot about myself. Being fat is a mental disease. Being obese is a mental disease because the different things that I would do, I realized there was no real purpose for it. I would get up, I would eat my food, I would do my little breakfast where I'm more of an afternoon person. So I would get up and eat my lunch / breakfast, and then I'll go ahead and I'll snack a little bit, and then I'll eat a little dinner. And then after dinner, I'm sitting around knowing I'm not hungry and still saying, okay, well, I'm just going to get this, I'm going to get that. Now we're going to move on to slip-ups because I want this to be a quick video. As far as slip-ups, don't down yourself for having a slip-up throughout the week. My thing was, I have a thing for gummy bears. I'm a gummy fiend. Me. And I want to say day 4, I was doing so good. I had met, you know, my carb count of like, I think I was like at 23 carbs for the whole day, and I'm feeling good, and I'm like, okay, I have willpower and I'm doing great. And then I want to say 11 o'clock at night hit, and I went into my pantry and I seen the gummy bears sitting there, and they're sitting, and I'm looking, and they're sitting, and I'm looking. I grabbed 3 as I'm holding the bag, and in my mind, like mentally, I promise you, I'm talking to myself in my mind like, just eat the whole bag. Just do it, Rachel. You've been doing good all week. Eat the bag. I sat it down. I took my 3 gummies, went, sat down. Hour passed, 12 o'clock at night. I get up. I go get the whole damn bag of gummies. I eat the whole bag of gummy bears, and I had made me a cup of eggnog that I had bought from the store, and I convinced myself earlier in the day, like, you don't need that eggnog. You don't want it. Left it in the fridge. I said, go get that eggnog. You've already ruined it, Rachel. You've already eaten the gummy, so you might as well enjoy the eggnog. And I go get the eggnog, and I drink the eggnog. And after, I felt like complete shit. I'm like, damn, you know, I'm trying so hard, and then this happened. So that's how I know definitely being obese and being fat is a mental disease. It's something you never get over. And I call it fat girl syndrome. No matter how small I had gotten, I always had those same thoughts. Everything that you develop during your fathood, you're going to take into your slimhood or your thickhood with you. That's how I strongly feel. Now, how you handle it or how you work with it is up to you. So that's how the slip-ups happen. Also, you're going to be looking down because I'm looking at my little list to make sure I cover everything. Also, the keto pea strips system here. I don't know if you can see it too close. So those, I wound up testing myself on day 3, and I want to say day 5. And it was indicating that there was low levels of ketones, which I said, oh, that's pretty cool, because I definitely didn't think that I was going to get to that level. And, but I did. So that's a cool little tool to have. It may not be all, you know, fancy, but you can use it, pee on it, or dip it in something, and it's going to tell you pretty much what your ketone levels are. Also, next subject. The things people don't tell you about this diet, or that you may read but people brush over. Things such as oily farts, or diarrhea, or possible stomach cramping or pain. I didn't really experience the stomach cramping and pain, but I did experience diarrhea for about a day. And what else? Oily farts. I won't also get into detail about that, but I was sitting minding my own business and felt like I had to pass gas, and I'm like, oh wait, I think I may have just sharted. So thank God I caught it. But yeah, it's certain things people don't tell you. So look out for that. If you're at work and you're trying this and you're doing different things, you may have some situations that you have to be prepared for. So that would go on the unmentionables, things people don't want to tell you about. Also, meeting your goals. I will say, yes, some people jump on this and I wanted to make sure I was still recording. I hope you can see me. I hope you could have seen me this whole video. Oh my God. But some people will do this, and the first week they jump on it, they're knocking it out the park. They're meeting their carb count of 30 or less. They're meeting their fats, which have to be high. They're doing moderate proteins. And for me, I wouldn't say it was hard, but it definitely did take a little bit of practice. It took some concentration. I couldn't just do it. And meeting my goals daily, I want to say the first day. So the first day, as far as calorie counts go, I want to say, okay, so the first day, as far as my macros go, or the nutrients go, I ended it with, this is horrible, 5 grams of protein, 23 grams of carbs, and 97 grams of fat. Again, I wasn't really hungry that day, just trying everything out. So I'll probably insert a picture of my macros and micros for the week. But yesterday, I want to say pretty much I got the closest that I could get to everything. I actually want to give you guys a breakdown, if I can actually get my phone to work, of my macros and my micros throughout the week. Macros and micros. So, for calories, from last Sunday until, what is that? Is that today? What month is this? Okay, so as far as my calorie counts go, for last Sunday I was at 1637, next day 1581, next day 1976, next day 2009, next day 13 1,036. Next day, 1,002. And then today, which is, I'm at 981. Am I? No, I didn't drink the bulletproof coffee yet, so I'm not at 981. I'm probably like at 100 and something because I just ate a piece of cheese. And for, will it show it to me? So for the whole week, and I guess you can divide it or whatever, but carbohydrates, I was at 449 grams, which was 17% of my overall week. Fat, I was at 816, which took over 69% of my diet for the week. And protein, I was at 373 grams, which was 14%. So I was at 69, 14, and 17. I have to flip that 14 and 17, so my protein is more than my carbs, and actually bring my carbs down to, maybe this week I'll try to be 10% of my complete diet. All in all, don't give up. Keep working at it. It's super cool. And if you care to know how much weight I've lost, go ahead and pull up the other video and you'll see about my weight loss. Thank you so much for watching this video.